All right, guys. Hello. A long-awaited update from the Sunflower Live duo. How you doing? We're coming, not live, we're recording from our little deck out here in Pine Lake, Alberta. We're on a golf course for this particular Airbnb stint.
Yes, Pine Lake is right near Red Deer. So we've come full circle from where we left on Vortex number 1. And now what Vortex are we on, honey?
15.
Number 15.
I was going to number wrong.
We just finished Vortex 14 yesterday. Where did we go?
We went to, we tried to find, and we pretty much 95% sure we found the Rumsey medicine wheel, the elusive Rumsey medicine wheel. And as vortexes go, it lived up to its classic reputation. It was very difficult to find. We had sketchy internet directions, and Kelly actually found an amazing book which had pictures, older pictures, but directions and all kinds of bits and bobs about it. And it was quite tricky because we found a site which was the only medicine wheelie site on the land after a while. It's pretty hot. It was about 26, 27 degrees with no shade. But we found the spot and hiked over barbed wire fences. As you'll see by videos in later videos to come, we probably won't layer it in this time. Walk through cows and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, the pictures in the book were about 6 years old, and they didn't line up with the things. Some of the things didn't line up with what we saw on the ground, so we were kind of confused. We thought it might be a different location, so we were kind of umming and ahhing, but we decided that we wanted to get it done and build this wonderful pyramid of light. So we did, and it was a very powerful session actually. And on cue, we had animals go crazy as soon as we began the meditation, which was kind of fun. And we had some cows come up and just go bonkers for a bit, didn't they? And then they stopped as soon as we finished. It was... Anyway.
Yeah, no, we had a great experience. Again, we always think it's going to be a lot easier than it is. We're like, okay, sweet, we found directions. We're finally going to get there, and it's not going to be that difficult. And lo and behold, we are wandering around cow fields for hours, jumping over barbed wire fences, looking for a pile of rocks that, yes, has so much overgrowth. And there was some excavation done at the site, so nothing looks similar to what the original structure was, but, you know, we're pretty confident that we found the right place, and we did our meditation, and I think there's a couple people that we can reference now to call and just make sure that we were in the right place, so, you know, we've always got more research to do, but we're moving onward to the next. So another crop circle will be Vortex 15. Buffalo Lake will be Vortex 16, and then we'll end back in Alberta, Edmonton, near Edmonton, by Alberta Beach, and that will be Vortex 17, and we will be done the tour. I know, we haven't done as many updates as we liked, and we haven't done as many global mass meditations weekly and being able to keep up on that as we would have liked. So what better way to get back into it? And our next global mass meditation will be
tomorrow on the 8/8 Lionsgate 2022 portal. It's going to be very, very powerful, and Kelly's got some really interesting things to share with you about the particular event. It happens every year, but a little bit different for a number of reasons. We're further on as a collective consciously, and we're at a more energetic place in the galaxy as a solar system. So I didn't know some of this stuff, so hopefully you'll find it valuable.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people in the spiritual community have heard of the Lionsgate portal, and there's lots of stuff happening astrologically, and there's lots of stuff happening energetically. They say it's like the most powerful portal, the most powerful time for manifestation of the year, and that's just because of the cosmic alignment. So we've got our Earth Sun, we've got our spiritual sun, Sirius, we've got Orion's belt, and Earth, Gaia, all in alignment, creating this massive stargate, and the veil is basically thin, between the farthest point, the Sirius sun, which is our spiritual sun, and then our Earth sun, which is our physical sun, and it just creates this stargate. So this creates the really thin veil between the spiritual and the physical, and it makes it like the prime time for us to be grounding and really setting our intention, because anything that we start manifesting spiritually is going to really, really take root in the physical, at a very, very accelerated pace.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Really powerful.
So it's basically this window of opportunity, and it opens on July 26th and up until August 12th, David's birthday, is when that
Lion... Be a year younger.
He's reverse aging, is really when that portal opens up. So from, July 26th until August 12th, your birthday. And the peak of that energy is on that 8-8 portal. So 8 is an incredibly powerful number. As you know, it's like the infinity symbol. And it basically is symbolizing the two circles interlocking. So again, it's that spiritual realm and that physical realm.
She loves that word, realm.
And I love that word. And it creates this channel, this open, it's almost like a bridge, like a bridgeway between the spiritual and the material. So, setting that intention, and, those lion and Leo energies are coming through very, very strongly. And what did I say, honey? I actually wrote it down.
Yeah.
That we are going, like, what did I say? That represented? Oh, right. Represents love, generosity, leadership, and creativity. And I looked at him and I told him, isn't that ironic? Because David literally checks all those boxes. He's the most loving, generous, creative, and, just disciplined leader that I know. So I'm not surprised that those are those strong Leo energies. So that's what we're going to be really tapping into tomorrow night during our meditation. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, we're not going to give too much away. You've got to tune in. It's Monday, the 8th of August, tomorrow. At
when are we doing it?
8:08.
8:08
p.m. Mountain Time, MST. So
I like to call it Bob time, because it spells Bob.
I know, babe.
Okay. 8:08, guys. Now you won't forget.
We're going to be, as if you are part of the mail out, turning the lights on. And that's going to entail building individual pyramids of light and working with our personal Merkabas to do some very powerful manifestation and intentions. And it's a very, very important meditation. In our view, the most important meditation of the year so far that we have done. And you're not going to want to miss it.
Yeah, so along with that, and why it's so important to really be building these pyramids of light, because it is a place that we can come to and anchor the light as light workers. And really what they say is that because our physical sun is like at the farthest point away, and Sirius is like the closest point to us in rotation. It's created this kind of significant separation, so we can really, really see Sirius. We were actually looking last night into the night sky.
One night before.
And we were like, we almost thought it was a spacecraft, like,
it was so bright,
beaming at us.
Wow.
Because it was so bright, but it was obviously Sirius.
That's so crazy. We thought it was a space. Most people say we thought it was a plane. We thought it was a spacecraft, because that's
beaming
just our
us
world.
with the light love frequency.
That's just all we see. We just see ships and whatever. I think it's funny.
And we always have like one really bright one that comes over us. But anyway, so we thought it was that one at first, and then we realized, oh no, that's a star, so that's Sirius. But it's 25 times brighter than our sun. So with Sirius being this close, in this close of a proximity, it is just blasting us with light and informations and light codes and high frequency, intense energy. So, a lot of people do feel kind of anxious right now, and I think almost like an anticipation.
Yeah.
And, that's for two reasons. We're getting blasted with this crazy high frequency energy, and also our higher self just knows that we're really on that brink of change.
Big change, yeah.
And, there are different astrological and spiritual people that say this was actually the beginning and end of the new year. Like, this is the new cycle, and new time to like plant crops and farmers and like all kinds of stuff like that. So
whatever your manifestations are for your particular life or for the collective, hopefully a combination of both, they tie together. Hopefully you're in tune with the mission of contributing to the divine plan of humanity. I'm sure you are if you're watching this. But it's going to be our most powerful one yet, so bring your manifestations to tomorrow night, and we're going to be doing it together as a collective. So very, very special evening.
Oh, absolutely. So I think that's everything that we wanted to...
Keep it under 10 minutes? Oh no, we're 10 and a half. Famously over time. But no, we're having an amazing time. This is a very, very, very quick Vortex tour recap. We've had a very intense first and sort of second half of the Vortex tour, and then we had a little bit of a lull where we took a little bit more time just to chill out, collect ourselves, and catch up with family, plan the next 6 months, etc., etc. And we're now finishing off quite intensely as we have three vortexes to do here in Red Deer. So I'll get up in a second. I'll give you a quick tour of the golf course. Well, a tour from our balcony, a quick view of the golf course and what we've got. We're in a really cool little place. We're going to come back here at some point, we think. But it's been everything that we anticipated, so much that we didn't, and so many opportunities to grow individually, together as a team, and it's still going, so we're still on that path. But
it is still going.
It's been amazing.
And I think we both realized that we kind of needed to just take our time. And not rush it, and take a little bit more time than we planned. So, again, it takes longer to find these places, and you never really know what to expect. And we also thought that it was just going to be easy, and it's actually felt like a lot of hard work, because it's putting ourselves out of our comfort zone, and it's doing things that we normally wouldn't do, and the things that we're doing aren't necessarily the most enjoyable things. We have to endure all the mosquitoes and the hikes and the fields.
Here comes a golf ball.
Barbed wire fences and just all the things, and we've been putting in the work and doing it. So we just have to do it at our own pace and take the time. And David gets very distracted by golf balls, so he has actually not been golfing once this entire tour, and the man loves to golf. So I think it's pretty painful and difficult for him to be literally living on a golf course right now.
Trying to give them tips from the balcony. No, left foot a bit further forward.
And all we have to look forward to is getting lost in cow fields. And
when you were getting ready, there was a ball. I heard a big bang, a big tee shot from the men's tees, which we can't see.
One. Okay.
And then there was just a massive splash in this little lake behind us. I'm like, crack it. That was pretty close to the house.
There's another one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it went pretty much in the lake. Okay. It stopped at that big tree there.
You probably couldn't hear that, but anyway, we should get off before we get nailed by some late golfers here Sunday evening at.
We hope you join us tomorrow for this incredible Lionsgate portal. We all know how much more powerful we are when we come together as the family of light. We anchor the light and we set our intention for just the highest outcome and the greatest, new world to come. So
and we are the leaders of that. So bring your most creative minds. We are so powerful right now.
We're going to tap into that Leo energy. We're going to tap into our divine masculine and feminine, and just be very balanced, and just let it all flow, and let that infinity loop and that abundance flow to us. So
amazing.
We'll see you there tomorrow.
All right, guys. Lots of love. We'll see you then.